You've heard of stress being a detrimental factor to your health, right? How does that happen? Now, I want you to listen keenly. When you're stressed up, the body responds by producing a hormone that is called cortisol. Remember, that hormone is coming from cholesterol. So, therefore, you need cholesterol to actually know how to deal with stress. But that is not the point. The point is you produce this cortisol, and the major role of this cortisol is to go to the liver and instruct the liver to produce glucose. So, to source glucose from anything that is available, whether glycogen, fats, or even the amino acids that are coming from proteins. So, when you have increase in the cortisol to help you fight stress, basically, when you have high stress, you produce cortisol, and then the cortisol helps the liver to produce glucose. So the end of the process is high glucose in blood. Why? Because the body uses glucose to actually deal with stress. This is why I also warn you against medications that are called steroids. Remember, cortisol is a natural steroid, all right? And therefore, if you're putting or you're bringing in synthetic steroids like prednisolone, hydrocortisone, dexamethasone, beclomethasone, these steroids, they act as though they are this cortisol. So they lift your ability to fight stress. Basically, they instruct the liver to produce glucose. That's how they end up exposing you to diabetes. Chronic use of steroids will cause you diabetes. So when you have high stress levels, chances of you actually getting into diabetes becomes very, very high. And you realize that most health conditions start from that center of sugars and diabetes. So stress is so detrimental to your health in terms of raising the amounts of blood sugar in the system to actually help you fight stress. Okay, and number two, cortisol or stress levels are detrimental to your gut wall. They destroy the gut wall. Therefore, digesting and absorbing nutrients optimally becomes a problem. So if you're dealing with stress, we know, we've even discussed this in the live, and we said that stress is one of the triggers of people eating so much.